I paid $100 to get Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 despite owning both Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 on the freaking Wii! And you know what? I'm gonna make a video to help repay for this game, because if I don't, I'm gonna go bankrupt. Alright, let's rank all of the bosses in Super Mario Galaxy 2. Here we go. Not gonna lie, I wasn't even sure if this first boss was worth being called a boss. But hey, according to the wiki, it is. Located in the Puzzle Plank Galaxy, you'll have to make your way across many little challenges involving wooden blocks, saws, and other hazards, up until you get to this puzzle. Just solve it using your Mario ground pound attack, and you'll get attacked by the infamous Mandibug stack. A huge stack of 2 Mandibugs. Yeah, it's not very intimidating. Just ground pound the baby, and then ground pound the mom, and there we go, you're done. See, that was way too easy. That's why I wasn't sure this was a boss. Once again located in the Puzzle Plank Galaxy, this next boss is thankfully worthy of being called one. After getting a bunch of coins and feeding this hungry Luma, you'll get to fight an old school nemesis, Bugaboom. This guy was in the original Super Mario Galaxy game. Basically, you have to do a ground pound attack on his back 3 times to defeat him. The problem? Bugaboom can fly. That means that you will have to use the Cloud Mario ability to get on top of him to land the hits. It's a bit tricky, but not too difficult. You just gotta take your time and time it well. Brrr. Is it me or is it getting cold in here? That's probably because we are in the Freezy Flake Galaxy, and this snow-themed world is also home to a very cold boss fight. Introducing Sorbetti, a big face made out of snow that rolls around and tries to crush you. Thankfully, this big head features a big glowing red nose, and well, as you can probably guess, all we need to do in order to secure the W is to spin attack that nose a couple times. This is a very easy boss fight, but I kinda like it. One of the coolest new power-ups introduced in Super Mario Galaxy 2 is the Rock Mario ability, one that transforms Mario into a literal rock boulder ready to smash and crush everything in its way. Oh, and it's also a great way to play bowling too, but whatever, I digress. The Boulder Bowl Galaxy introduces an enemy that needs to be defeated by your boulder attacks. See that weird guy over here? His name's Rollodillo, and he wants to eat you whole. He runs a bit fast, meaning that Mario alone cannot really outrun him. Thankfully, Rock Mario can roll around the planet to end up behind him and smash his butt out of this world. Heck yeah! There's a galaxy close to the end of the game called the Boss Blitz Galaxy, and in this one, we'll be fighting a bunch of OG enemies from the original Super Mario Galaxy game. The first one I'll introduce to this list is none other than Major Burrows. Basically, this big mole dude will dig through the dirt until he decides to make his move to attack you. Once he does that, all you gotta do is a ground pound attack to stun him and then chase him to give him a good old spanking. It's not the most interesting boss fight, but I'm still glad to see him back in this game nonetheless. The intro level of Super Mario Galaxy 2 features its very own boss, and it's none other than a little baby piranha plant. Well, okay, he might just be a baby, but Pee-wee Piranha is still quite big. Thankfully, he's not very difficult to beat. Basically, you have to smash his egg a couple times up until his glowing butt is fully exposed, and then you hit that blinking thing. It's not a very challenging or even an original fight, but it's alright I guess. Pee-wee Piranha was the first boss in Super Mario Galaxy 2, but this next one, Dino Piranha, was actually the first boss in the original game. And well, it was a lot similar, as you're about to see. This rematch taking place in the Boss Blitz Galaxy is just as I remembered it. The way to defeat it is really similar to Pee-wee, as you'll need to attack him from behind. For Pee-wee, you had to hit his butt, and for Dino, well, you have to hit his tail. As you can see, the result is pretty much the same. In fact, I'm pretty sure Pee-wee Piranha is actually a baby Dino Piranha, but I don't have any DNA analysis to prove it, so this is just a theory. You know what? Let's pour some gas and light the fire on that Dino Piranha for an additional challenge. introducing Fiery Dino Piranha, another boss located in the Boss Blitz Galaxy. And well, I bet you can see that this fight is exactly the same, except there's fire all over the place. This will make the fight more difficult and more interesting, as you'll now have to time your attack because you can't attack the tail when it's on fire. This makes everything more challenging, but it's not that different either, hence why I only placed it one spot above the OG Dino Piranha. Alright, hopefully the next boss won't be a freaking piranha plant. The best new feature introduced in Super Mario Galaxy 2 is everyone's favorite dinosaur, Yoshi! And well, this little guy has his very own galaxy, the Yoshi Star Galaxy. Hooray! And well, there's a boss waiting for us in this galaxy, a boss that will require Yoshi's help to defeat. Here's King Lakitu, and this dude will throw a bunch of spinies your way to try to defeat you. But thankfully, Yoshi's stomach is the strongest thing on this planet, meaning that he can eat those spinies and spit them right back at King Lakitu. Watch out for the infamous thunderstorm attack and everything will be good. Flipsville Galaxy is an interesting galaxy because it features those round fences that you can ground pound, and when you do that, you flip to the other side and the gravity shifts with you, so you actually never fall down in a black hole. This is a neat mechanic that will be of great help to defeat this next boss, Glamdozer. This weird pink dinosaur thing is full of spikes, preventing you from using your good old jump attack. But thankfully, we can use the great platform to hide underneath the battle arena, waiting for her to move to that grate, and then we can use a ground pound attack to flip her on her back. After a couple hits, she'll start spitting lava balls, which actually prevents us from using some grates, but not all of them, so she can still be defeated without too many issues. As I grew up playing Super Mario 64, well, this game holds a special place in my heart, which is why I was super happy to visit the Throwback Galaxy, which is just a reimagining of the classic level Whomp's Fortress. And well, this classic stage wouldn't be complete without the classic boss, the Whomp King. This huge whomp will try to crush you, but luckily for us, we can just dodge him and then do a ground pound attack on his back a couple times to defeat him. It's a simple and classic fight, but oh so fun. I really enjoy the Shiverburn Galaxy as it combines ice and lava in one single level to create some really cool platforming sections involving both elements. Luckily, the boss also mixes those two things. Say hello to Prince Pikante, a squid-looking dude that moves around the ice in his giant tank-looking vehicle. He's gonna shoot flaming boulders your way, and these will create lava puddles that will prevent you from ice skating, so you have to be careful and dodge them all. Eventually, he is also going to spit some green coconuts, and these can actually be returned to sender using a spin attack. Do not litter, Mr. Pikante, take back your trash, please. Obviously, the king of the Koopa himself, Bowser, will be a recurring boss in this game as well. He's the main reason we're actually playing the game, as he's the one that captured Princess Peach. All of the fights have a little gimmick that sets them apart, but the main idea is always the same. You'll be running on a small planet while Bowser floats around it. Eventually, some meteors will crash onto the planet, and when Bowser punches it, those rocks will start floating in the sky, allowing you to use them as projectiles against the big bad guy. This is a really simple idea, but it works great, and all of the variations are kinda neat too. Next up is another classic boss that makes his return in the Boss Blitz Galaxy. King Caliente is back again, and well, this boss is as fun to fight as he was in the first Mario Galaxy game. Basically, this fight is a Mario-esque version of Wii Sports Tennis. You'll have to dodge his fire boulders and wait for his coconut attack. Once he does that, just play a quick match of tennis and send it back in his face a couple times. It's super easy, but very entertaining nonetheless. Bowser Jr. is a smart little brat, and he has tons of ways to try to defeat Mario. And well, I have to admit that this next one, Gobblegut, is a bit intimidating. This huge snake dragon thing moves around a very tiny planet and he will try to eat you. As you run around the planet to dodge his attacks, you'll have to wait for him to take a huge bite, and when he does that, he will expose his 6 weak points. Those big glowing pink balls can be destroyed by using your spin attack, but I'm not gonna lie, since the dude is really big, well, sometimes it's a bit hard to attack him without getting some damage. Thankfully, I assure you this is possible. I'm typically not the biggest fan of desert-themed levels in Mario games, but I have to admit that the Slip Sand Galaxy is actually quite cool. It uses the sand in cool new original ways, and also brings back the infamous sand bird from Mario Sunshine, so I gotta respect that. The boss, Squizzard, is also quite fun. This huge reptilian lives in some quicksand and will throw spiky boulders your way, which is not very nice. Thankfully, we can also throw not so nice things his way, as the battle arena is full of fire flowers. Wait for him to open his mouth and then send some fire down his way a couple times to defeat him. Watch out, as eventually he'll be quite angry and will use 2 sand cannons to fire even more boulders. But you know what? Shoot even more fireballs in his mouth. Eye for an eye. Beside the power-ups and Yoshi, Super Mario Galaxy 2 also introduced new items that Mario can use to explore the planet, and one of my favorites is located in the Spin Dig Galaxy. This new item, the Spin Drill, will allow Mario to drill through a planet to get to the other side, and even to get inside of it. This item will also be of great help to defeat this next boss, Digga-Leg. This huge robot-looking thing has a star that we want to get, but as you can see, it is located under him, and there doesn't seem to be a way to get there. Unless we dig through the planet. Oh, and there you go, dum-dum, I gotcha! Avoiding his attacks while moving around the planet waiting for an opportunity to strike makes this fight super fun. I love it. Well, would you look at that, we're fighting Bowser Jr. once again. Well, I mean, we're fighting one of his crazy robotic inventions. Megahammer is here, and this huge robot has 2 big hammers for hands, which he will use to crush you to death. He also has a big cannon that shoots bullet bills your way, so as you can probably tell, the thing's deadly. Luckily, we also have a very deadly thing of our own, Yoshi. As you remember, Yoshi can eat pretty much anything, and that includes bullet bills, which we can spit back at his big obvious blue weak points. After breaking them all, one final hit in Junior's face will be all that it takes. See ya! Super Mario Galaxy 2 features a galaxy called the Battle Belt Galaxy. And basically, this one has a bunch of little planets with enemies to fight on each of them. After you're done beating all of these enemies, you'll encounter a new boss, Fiery Gobblegut. Yup, it is a more difficult version of the big snake dude, but let me tell you that this is one hell of a fight. It's super difficult. There's fire and lava all over the place, and landing the hits on the big glowy pink balls is easier said than done. I cannot tell you how many times I died fighting this boss, but I mean, a good challenge in a Mario game is something I truly like. Man, this next boss is a classic. I loved fighting Bouldergeist in the original Super Mario Galaxy, and well, this rematch in the follow-up game is exactly the same. This scary-looking rock ghost monster will attack you by throwing boulders your way. But luckily, some of these boulders are actually boos that Mario can grab and swing around. These boos are explosives, and once you break the rock layer protecting that ghost, you'll see how pathetic he actually looks when naked. This big red glowing ball is its weak point, so another swing of a boo bomb will do the trick. And there we go. Not so scary anymore, are you? I can't believe it, but one of Junior's machine will be the #1 pick for this list. Junior, what are you doing, building so many cool robots to fight me? The Boomsday Machine is huge, and it's firing fireballs our way, which is a bit scary. It also features spinning fire bars that can burn our Mario butt quite fast, and that's not cool. In order to defeat it, we have to do a ground pound attack on top of it, but getting up there will require us to use the Cloud Mario power-up to make our way high up in the sky. This is easier said than done, as the Boomsday Machine also features a huge vacuum attack that sucks all of the clouds and destroys them. After hitting it twice, the entire machine will be revealed, and well, look at that. It's actually a moving tank that can crush Mario quite easily. This is by far the biggest, scariest machine ever created in the history of Mario games. And that's why it's also the best boss fight in this game, period. So what do you think? Do you agree with the list? Well, let me know in the comments section, and as for me, I'll see you in the next video. In the meantime, check out those videos. They are pretty good, I promise. Bye bye!